at Comic-Con 2024 with Anjali Bhimani. What brings you to Comic-Con 2024?
Comic-Con 2024. That's what brings me to No, so many things. There are so many fun things going on this year, and I love that this particular Comic-Con, more than at least in my experience, seems to be spanning even more media than usual. They've started to incorporate more tabletop role-playing games and actual plays, which is fantastic. I know that's sort of started over the last couple of years, but it seems to really be expanding. And then obviously the television and the film and the games and the everything. So I'm here with a few projects.
Nice. And you are no stranger to the nerd and geek sphere. You're in Ms. Marvel. What other fandoms get you excited when you're here at Comic-Con? You're like, yes, I know that one, or what gets you excited?
I just get excited about people being excited about their fandom. That's the thing that gets me. That's what I love about conventions, period. Conventions, to me, are a place to celebrate what you love and then be celebrated for loving the thing you love. So the fact that people are meeting just because they see someone else in cosplay that's something that they love, and then they run across the street and then they talk to each other, that kind of a thing. That, to me, is that's my fandom is fandom. Like, is basically people being excited about what they're doing.
What's been an interesting interaction with a fan recently of them excited to see you? Because obviously you are somebody that people can be excited about too.
Thank you. This was yesterday. We had a panel for our actual play show, Desi Quest, which we just finished season 1, airing season 1 this year. And Desi Quest is a Dungeons and Dragons actual play series, but it has an entirely South Asian lead cast, and it is set in a universe created by Jasmine Pular that is based on Indian mythology and a South Asian vibe to it. So during our panel yesterday, this beautiful young lady came up and just started bawling and saying, "Thank you so much for not only creating something where I see myself, but putting it out there in a way that I didn't have to run around and beg to be seen. I didn't have to run around and ask for someone to please represent me. I just got to be there and witness it and invite my friends to it." And that is precisely the reason we wanted to do it. I think a lot of times there is this misconception that in order to represent a particular demographic that hasn't historically been well represented, in order to do that, you have to make something that is for them, by them, very rigidly that. But what we wanted was to create a party. We just wanted it to be a party that people were excited to be invited to. We wanted people to feel comfortable playing at our table. We made sure that all of our guests were guests who were not of South Asian descent, so that everybody felt like they had a surrogate at the table. There was always someone who, if you didn't quite understand the inside joke, there was either a pop-up on screen that would show you what was tell you what the inside Hindi joke was, or you'd have the person at the table that was also asking questions, and we were asking questions. Yeah. And so, to me, that's inclusion, that's inclusivity, is inviting people into the story, inviting people to the party of your culture or your experience. That's the way we move forward. It's not just seeing yourself, it's being invited into that story. And it goes both ways.
Wonderful. Now, real quick though, you have another project they're excited about too. You have a podcast. Tell me a little bit about that.
The new, so there's a new podcast coming out called Dungeon Masters. It is executive produced by and starring John Hamm.
Cool. And
it is all about during sort of the heyday of Dungeons and Dragons, but also at a time when there was some controversy. And I don't want to blow anything. I know it's based on a true story, but I also don't want to put any spoilers out there. But the narrative that we tell through it is a very unique one. It's not just about the actual true story. The way that it is told is really, really special. And it was based on a lot of the conversations that David Kushner, the journalist, had with Gary Gygax, the creator of Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, about that case and how it affected Dungeons and Dragons moving forward. So I'm really excited. There's a cast full of amazing friends: Felicia Day, Will Wheaton. I mean, it's fun. It's very fun.
Well, you definitely have a lot going on. I know you have to get to more, but thank you so much for coming and talking with me about what you have going on here at Comic-Con.
Thank you.
As well outside of here.
Thank you so much. Thanks for chatting.